Hey folks, it is Tuesday, so you know what day it is. It's Featured Friday. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of using using groups inside our WordPress editor. So with no further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Emily so she can be awesome and show us how groups work, especially inside Cadence, which is what our demo sites are on.
Thank you, Kurt. So jumping in, this is a page I was working on. So we're going to go to a new page. And the new page will be called Groups Block Demo. There are some very interesting features to groups that most people might not even think about. Let me use SkyPilot magic tricks to build a page really quick. We're going to put an About section in. Boom. We're going to put a call to action in right there. And then a featured section. We're going to feature this. All right, so now that I have a page to work with, let's examine what groups are. Groups group WordPress blocks. So I like to work with this document overview tool because it makes seeing what's going on my page a little bit simpler. And these blocks with the little square icons, they are a group in and of themselves. But if you were making your own content by putting in a paragraph and maybe a heading, and you wanted these things to be a group, I want my paragraph and my heading to be a group, I can select both blocks. I did a little shift click to select both blocks. And then there's 3 dots to put them in a group. Or you could see I'm on the Mac, so I can do Command G too. But who remembers the shortcuts? When you create a group block, you can expand that group block. You can move other blocks inside of it. And it looks almost the same as it did before. And so it's like, why would I even put something in a group block? The idea is that the group block allows you to control interesting things like the content width. So if this content area is only supposed to be 200, I can make the heading and paragraph that exist within this group block a limited width. So that's really cool. So you can control the content width optionally. You can control the justification of the content if you wanted to. Now, the blocks that are inside of it will have their own justification too, like the text blocks that I have in my example. But there's a justification option. And specifically, I want to highlight that some blocks, when you're building in the WordPress editor, they don't let you use this feature of Lifter LMS that says display to enrolled users. So the display to enrolled users in a certain course, so I can say in all the selected courses and memberships, I can make a group only visible to users in a certain course or a membership. This is a really great feature of Lifter LMS, and not all blocks support it, but guess what? The group block supports it. So you can take any block in WordPress, put it inside of a group block, and then you can use this feature. So group blocks, really great for formatting, really great for visibility settings if you want to work with those. And then something new that I discovered today while me and Kurt were preparing for this video is the sticky positioning. You can set a position to be sticky. So let's open up the little position menu, and we have default or sticky. It's all the way down there in the corner. You can't see it super well. But now that my group is sticky, our heading and paragraph follow us down the page. Now, this looks really bad to have a heading and a paragraph follow you down the page, but let's look at the styling options and make a sticky block that might be a little bit more interesting. In addition to those formatting settings that we just reviewed, there are color settings. So what if we created like a background color? And instead of saying heading and paragraph, we can say we have a sale going on. And the sale going on is 40% off courses until the end of February.
Ooh, that's a deal.
Right? And then you have a button. Click here. Click here for details. Suspicious.
Click here, save now.
Click here for suspicious details. Let's see. Click here to save now. Click here to save now is a better button text, but this is a demo site and nothing really matters. So click here for the suspicious details, and this will follow people down the page. The way that I have this block formatted is too big. The text is too big. I probably want it to be a little bit wider, but functionally you can see where we're going. We could take our group block. We could maybe even convert it into a row. So then that would make it a little bit shorter. We talked about rows and stacks last week, and so you can check that video out as well. Now it looks too wordy, but we could change all this stuff. We could change the formatting. And the cool thing about it, let's go back to a group. Within a group, you can have other blocks. You could have a group within a group. So you could have a 2-column layout within a 1-column layout.
And you can put background images on them too.
You could put background images on them too. So you don't just have to do a gray background. You could do any color or a background image, which can be really awesome. And I don't know if you can do overlay when you do a background image. Let's see. Let's put a background image on there real quick. This formal university. I don't know. I don't see overlay options. Maybe you'd want to use a cover image for that one, if you wanted to make the image a little darker. But yeah, you can control the typography within the group. So I could change all the text to be super huge or super small. We can add padding and margins, and we can create spacing between the blocks. So this might be better because we want a small banner for our sale. We can have minimum height, and we can do like little borders. We can do radius to make it curved if we want to, so that our little advert at the top of the page has smaller text and is a little bit better. We're going in the right direction, but you'll want to customize your groups a little bit more. But even just with this basic group block functionality, you can control the width, you can control the visibility, and you could create a creative sticky section. It doesn't have to be sticky. It just is a great formatting element that offers a lot of flexibility. What do you think about that, Kurt?
Well, I think it's amazing. And I know that we've covered it before, but it's like you can take a group and then you can make it like a reusable pattern. And then that pattern can be duplicated over multiple pages. And there's just so many options that break out once we get out of our kind of our locked in design sense that everything has to be like a one-piece Lego, going into our Lego build. If we make things as components, we can use them all over the place.
Yes. Reusable blocks are incredible, and I think we have a tutorial on that too, so check that one out.
We certainly do. Folks, this has been a really quick, but hopefully a really impactful episode of Feature Friday, and we hope we can come to you next Tuesday with another Featured Friday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.